I'm continuing to work with this sensitive dressage horse, and I have started to ride him a little bit. So we're just going to continue his training today, and I'm going to show you a little bit of how it's going. So even though I've started to ride him, I will still start with a little bit of groundwork. And it's important, with horses that feels unsafe, that they have a routine, something they can recognize. So when he knows each day what is going to happen, it will make him feel more safe and more confident. So each day we're starting with exactly the same things. And I like to start with leading him around, making sure that he is walking nicely beside me. And I'm just going to check if he can move the hind legs a little bit. Really good. And I'm doing everything kind of slow motion because I want him to relax and not feel like he's in a hurry to do anything. So we're just taking our time, and I'm just carefully asking him. Now we're moving the front legs a little bit. Really good. And then we're going to back up a little bit as well. Good boy. And then I'm going to give him a little bit of treats. Yeah, good. I definitely feel like the main issue with him is trust. He's kind of suspicious and not so trusting. And trust is everything, I really need him to feel safe and comfortable. Let him smell this. I like to let the horses smell because when they smell, it also makes them think and relax a little bit more. So horses are actually using their nose a lot, almost like dogs, they have really big noses. So if you can get them to smell, they will also start to think. And when they think, instead of just reacting, it will make them more relaxed and more safe to be around. So we definitely would like our horses to be present and thinking. He's walking a little fast there. Yes. And now we're going to move the front end one more time on this side. 2. Really good. And then we're going to back up a little bit. Good. So each time he wants to stop and smell something, I will just let him do that, It will make him feel more relaxed and more confident. Good. Yep. So I have a little bit of a cold, so I'm easily out of breath. Yeah. So if I seem a little bit out of breath, that's why. Good boy. Yeah. All right. I'm going to tighten the girth a little bit. And we're going to just do a little bit more before I get on him. So each time I do anything with the saddle or I tighten the girth, I will give him some treats as well. So I want him to feel really good about the saddle, me doing things with the saddle, anything related to riding. I want it to be good stuff happening, good things happening with that. So I'm gonna just lunge him around a little bit. And I just like to do this because I would like to see his mood a little bit more. Some days, if I start to lunge him, he will just start to run or trot a little bit. And if he has days like that, I will work him a little bit more in a trot or maybe in a canter if I feel like he needs to get out some energy. But what I would prefer is just to train him in a walk. So especially now in this time where I'm starting to ride him, I want it to be very relaxed, everything. So unless I feel like he has a lot of energy, I'm not going to ask him to trot or canter the first week when I start to ride the horse. I'm just going to let him walk. Just want him to think about being lazy and slow and really get into that relaxed state of mind. But you know, if he feels like trotting, it's no problem. He can trot a little bit as well. But I definitely want to encourage him to relax. Moving the hind leg, step over the front. Really good. He's being really nice and calm. I feel like he's in a really good state of mind. Searching down, smelling the ground. Very good. He's walking quite slow. So I really like this. I'm going to see if I can walk backwards and see if he will change directions in front of me. Really good. And then one more time, this way. I'm backing up. Really good. Yep. If he's doing everything really well, I'm not going to continue for a long time. It's just kind of a check, a little test to see how he feels today. Yeah, good. Yes, sir. So now I'm going to take down the stirrups. And I'm going to do a few more things before I get on him. Yes. And I actually felt yesterday that the stirrups were a little short. I'm going to just take them down one more hole. Yeah. But I feel like he's getting more calm and more confident. He's not that insecure anymore. So he's building up good behavior. Good. Yeah, you can have a little bit. And now when I give him treats from the ground, I'm not giving him as much as I'm giving him from horseback. So when I'm sitting on him, he will get a lot more treats. And from the ground, a little less. And now one thing I'm going to do is just passenger test. So I like to just stick to him and see if he can move a little bit. And I'm just going to stay glued onto him and see how he feels. And I'm trying to lean on him, put weight on him, and just checking if he can walk around and be relaxed. And one thing that you can also do is move your hand and move the stirrup on the opposite side. And I'm really trying to stick to him like he's carrying me, except that I'm walking. So if he's kind of insecure about this, he would also maybe be insecure when I'm sitting on him. And even though I've already started to ride him, I still like to do this test. And he's being quite relaxed, it's not too bad. He's getting quite used to this. But still sometimes, if I do like a fast movement or something a little bit more unexpected, he might get a little bit spooked. Like if my jacket makes a little strange noise or something like that. But he's doing really good, especially on the left. And now when I'm going to stop him, Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm gonna make the sound, and I'm gonna bend his neck. Good. Yeah, bra. Klingt good. Ja. Bra. Good. Bra. And then I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Sticking on him. You can move the stirrup on the opposite side. And then you can ask him to move a little bit. And all through his training, I have been feeling like his right side is the more bad side. He's more insecure on the right. And I definitely feel it when I'm riding him as well. I can go to the left, but not to the right. If I move to the right, he's tensioning up and really starting to freak out. So the right side is his problem side. And you know, he's had some injuries, and I think it's on his right side, so that may be the reason for that. Like, anything related to his right side is a little bit worse. And this test, this passenger test, it's been quite different. Like, from the left, it's been going good, and on the right, he's been moving faster, he's been more insecure. But now I feel this test is balancing out. He's getting quite similar on both sides. So that's good. He doesn't really care too much about me being here, and that's what I want. You can tell he's searching down, he's thinking about other things than me walking here, hanging over him. So that's really what we want. Good. Bra. Bend his head. Ah. Good. Yeah. Good. Yeah, flink. Okay, I'm gonna make reins. So that's really what I need to achieve from horseback as well. Because right now when I ride him, he's like intensely focused at me, you know? You can really feel his whole soul, everything is focused on me and every small thing that I'm doing. He's very like locked his senses to me or onto me. And you don't want that, you know? You want the horse to just walk around relaxed. But he's like very tense, focusing, paying attention to everything. And on the left side, it's going a little bit better. Well, we're gonna see later when I'm gonna ride him. But yeah, he's got some things to work through. And you know, he has been a high-level dressage horse, so it's not that he doesn't know how to be ridden. It's just that for whatever reason, he's now scared. He has lost trust. Maybe it's because of the injury, you know, like he's scared of it being painful. Scared that something bad will happen. So this training is really just making him trust again. It's what it's all about. And when he feels safe and trusting, he's gonna remember everything about riding, because he is a dressage horse after all. So we're just gonna walk a little bit ahead over here, and I'm gonna back him up a little bit. No. There we go. And I need him to back up with his head down. And I want him to back up as far as I would like to back up. And this exercise Sometimes it goes really well, and then maybe other days it's not going that well. He needs to like stop and take some breaks. Good. And especially as we get closer to this wall behind him, he sometimes needs to take a little break, but now he's going really well. Good boy. Good. Good, good, good. Yep. And you know, before I start to ride a horse, I'm making sure that everything is prepared and ready. Like standing close to the mounting block, you know? He needs to stand still, feel okay. And then everything might be going really well. But then when you actually start to ride, the next day he may not want to stand still at the mounting block again. And that's normal, especially with these trauma horses. But then you may have to kind of work a little bit with that again. So we'll just have to see. When I'm putting him here, if he's gonna feel okay with me standing on this and lean over him again. So we're gonna check on this right side first. Give him some treats. And I'm gonna get on here and see how he feels about me leaning over him. He's moving away a little bit. And we need to do it again. No. So now after I started to ride him, this has gotten a bit worse again. And you know, the reason for that is because he doesn't feel really confident when I'm sitting on him. He doesn't like it very much just now. He's not okay, completely okay. So before, when I didn't get on him, he got used to that. Okay, she's just standing there leaning on me, but she's not getting on. And then he will be okay. But now he knows I'm actually gonna get on him. And it may cause this behavior to come back, like him moving away. But you just have to repeat. Yep. Until he's standing still. So I usually get on the horse's left side. I also have some injuries as well, so it's really difficult for me to get on the other side. So I'm gonna get on him on his left side. Yes. There we go. Good. Good, good, good. And we'll see. We have to see if you will be okay. Moving away a little bit. Only one step, but still. Needs to stand still. And I like to just reposition the horse as many times as it takes. There are, of course, other things you can do, but I like to just be patient with this. And you can tell when I'm putting my leg in the stirrup, he's moving away a little bit. So we're gonna take him back. Nick. And once I'm on him, he will get treats. Yeah, bra. And I can take the rein. So because he's more scared on the right, I'm only giving him treats on the right side. And the first thing I will do when I get on him is just have a party. A treat party, you know? He's gonna get a lot of treats. And I might move a little bit up and down like in a light seat. move my arm. And he really just wants treats. So I'm gonna give him lots of treats. And I just really want him to have positive experiences. So, you know, I want him to start to think about riding as something that's nice and friendly and something that he doesn't have to be scared of. Good. Yep. And especially because he's been struggling a lot with just standing still close to this mounting block. I want to take some time, like when I get on him, we're not going to do anything. I'm just going to sit here and give him treats. Nothing bad, you know? And the thing about training horses is that, especially with this trauma horses, it's important to listen to them and kind of figure out what their limit is. So I have discovered for him a limit is going to the right. It's like he's got this block. So we can go to the left and he can be quite okay. But as soon as I turn him to the right, you can feel his whole body tensioning up, you know? Like it's a really big difference. So then I know, okay, he's got like a trust limit of going to the right. It's not something he's comfortable with at this moment, right now. So if I now ask him to move a little bit, yep. Plink. Wow. I can ask him to go, and now I'm just going to let him move. Bra. Ja, flink. I'm going to give him some more treats. Ja, bra. And as long as he's able to choose, he will always choose to go to the left. And I tried yesterday to just turn him a little bit to the right. And he's not too happy about that, so we're going to have to work with that. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to kind of fix that. Yep, he's backing up. So as I'm sitting on him, he's moving with a bend to the left. And he doesn't really want to move to the right. Bra. I really want to see if he can just walk a little bit more of a circle. Bra. Just give him time. Bra. Yep. And like if I'm trying to kind of move him out a little bit to the right, he's not really turning, so it's like the right rein doesn't really work. So you can tell, like when I'm moving around with him, he's really bending to the left. He doesn't want to straighten out his body. So what that's telling me is that as long as he can look at me with his left eye, he feels okay. Oh, oh, oh. So he doesn't like to move and see me in his right eye. So as I'm riding him, he's constantly bending. He's constantly looking at me with his left eye, with his safe side. And as I'm sitting on him right now, you can tell that he's bent a little bit to the left. I can see his left eye. So that's like his security at the moment. He wants to see me with his left eye. He wants to constantly bend. That's what makes him feel safe at this moment. That's why I'm only giving him treats on the right. I want him to think about this right side as something good as well. So I'm not giving him treats at all at the left. Yep. And this is what I mean with this overly focused. You know, look at his ears. All of his senses is straight at me. He's super, super overly focused at me. And I don't like this. This is not a good sign. You know, he's not relaxed. He's really suspicious about me sitting here. His whole attention is at me. He's not relaxing. So this is going to have to go better before he can do too much. And I think like what he really needs, what is going to fix him is him being able to walk in a figure of 8. change from left to right and search down. Bend around the inside leg, search down, and change directions in a figure of 8. When he is able to do this, everything will go. He will be a normal riding horse. This is his number one issue, the right side. Him being comfortable, walking straight, and having me in his right eye. That is definitely his problem at the moment. And I feel like it's his biggest block. And I've been feeling it all through his training, but when I got on him, I really felt it even more, you know. So one thing we can do is ask him to back up with his head down, to teach him to lower the head, which will make him more relaxed. Going backwards is about trusting. And as I'm moving backwards, he's able to move more straight. He's not constantly bending to the left. He's bending a little bit, but I can also feel him being straight. Good. So if he backs up with the head up, it doesn't count. I would continue going. If he can back up with his head down, it's fine. That's all we want. And this is also to teach him how to search down. So when he progresses a little bit more, I want to be able to ride him, put some pressure on the rein, and ask him to search down. Yep. And now he's kind of turning his head to the right a little bit more because he's asking to get treats. So already, after a few days with this, he's starting to offer up the right side a little bit more. He's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. And right now his left ear is forward. He's not super focused. He's a little bit more like, hey, can I get treats? Yeah, sure. Here you go. Anything to kind of get him out of this super focus on me. And of course you want him to focus on the rider, but not in this fearful way, you know, like he's suspicious, anxious. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You want the focus, the super focus, but not in a fearful way. Yeah. And now you can tell he's turning to the right again, asking for some treats. I want to see if he can move a little bit first. Yep. I'm going to see if we can move a little bit more straight, but you can tell like he really wants to turn to the left immediately. So I'm just trying to use slightly my inside leg and my right rein to see if he can just, no. So I'm going to turn his head. Bra. And see if I can move like 1 or 2 steps to the right. Good. So right now, our game is we're going to move, and we can move more if we're going to the left. If I ask him to move to the right, it's only a few steps. But you can tell, like, even when I ask him to move to the right a little bit, like now, he's not really bending. Whoa. He's not turning his head to the right, so he's kind of moving to the right, but with a slight bend to the left. And as soon as we stop, he's straightening out, looking a little bit to the left, and then he's coming back to get the treats. But this is better than the first day. The first day I tried this, he would, you know, I felt he was going to freak out when I turned to the right. But now he's a little bit more comfortable. Bra! And I'm going to just ask him to move around a little bit. Good. And really, he's really bent to the left again. He's really pushing on the inside leg. He really wants to come in. Oh. And I can also feel him breathing a little bit, like he's a little bit nervous. But he's being a good boy. I feel like he is suspicious, but he's feeling quite relaxed still. So that's really good. And I'm going to repeat this until he feels more confident. So we have been practicing this now a few days in a row. So he knows he only has to move a little bit. We're going to stop. He's going to get treats. Good. And I can ask him to back up with his head down. Oh. Bra. 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 Bra, flinke. and he will get treats again. So he gets a lot of treats. Yeah, bra, flinket. And it's smart to mix in the backing up, number one, because it's going to help the thrust and help him search down and help him being more relaxed. But also, he's more straight when he's moving backwards. So when I'm moving forwards right now, he needs to really bend to the left. But when I move backwards, he's moving more straight. So it can also help him to move more straight forward as he gets more and more comfortable with moving straight backwards. Good. It's okay. Yep. It's just the wind. You're flink. So if I feel like he gets a little bit nervous or anything, I'm just going to ask him to bend and get some treats. Yep. Some strange noises around. Yeah. Like now there's a noise outside and he started to focus a little bit more on that. I don't want him to forget about me sitting here. Good. So I really want him to have a really good experience with me sitting on him. So in the beginning process of me riding him, it's going to be really simple things like this. It's just about giving him some good experiences, have him feel more comfortable, and so slowly be able to do a few more things with him. But we know he needs to be able to walk relaxed around on both hands first. Bra! This time when he walked out, he actually started to walk straight. Whoa. Okay, now he's really bent to the left, so I'm going to ask him. Bra! Oh. The turn. Bra! Oh. And when he turns to the right without stiffening up, I will give him treats again. Good. So the right side, it just needs to kind of be rewarded a lot, and he needs to feel safe moving to the right as well. As soon as I'm starting to move, he's really bending to the left again. Bra. And I would be able, he's really kind of pushing in here. He really wants to bend to the left. And I'm going to let him bend to the left because it's what makes him feel comfortable at this stage. So we can move around a little bit. Whoa. And then he's very bent to the left. So we're giving the treats on the right. Ja, bra, flinket. And I'm feeling him a lot more relaxed right now than he was the first couple of days. He's starting to get a little bit more familiar with this. Ja, bra. But we have yet to kind of be able to bend them to the right without him stiffening up. So if I can, bra. There he kept the bend a little bit more. Flinket. Flinket. Good. Yeah, bra. And he's able also to kind of pay attention a little bit other places as well. Like he's moving his ears a little bit more. He's not that overly focused at me. He's feeling more comfortable. His head is lower. He's not super tense in the body. So that's good. Yeah, bra. And you know, a little by little, I'm going to see if he can move more and more straight. Bra. I'm just using very small cues with him. Like here, he's really pushing to walk to the left. So we're going to bend the head to the right. Bra. Bra. Good. He offered it up. Really good. Bra. Bra. Flink. So each time he moves to the right, it's going to lead to treats. And now he really offered up. I didn't really have to ask him that much. Bra. So he's starting to get it. He's doing really well. And this is a very, I would call it like a crucial stage of the training. where you have to be careful not overstepping. So he is in a phase where he's kind of daring to open up a little bit. So it's important I don't push his trust too far at this stage. So this is a stage where I need to be careful with that and just really take it step by step at his terms, you know, and really read him and listen to him and feel what he is okay with. Because if you overstep, he might be shutting down again. And now I feel like he's a little curious, he's opening up, he's feeling better, he's feeling more comfortable. So we're just gonna have to take it bra. He started to move straight and then he started to go this way. Yeah. Good. It's really pushing. No. Bra. Bra. Really bending to the left. Oh. Bra. Treats on the right. Good. We have yet to walk a circle to the right. Yes. And yeah, you know, you need to do it on his terms, not push too far. He might shut down, and I really don't want that. See if you can back up. Really good. Bra, flinket, flinket. You know, it's just important to really fill up your pocket with treats because he's getting a lot of treats right now. Yeah. And what I would like to do, you know, is just be able to walk down straight without him bending so much. Bra. Bra. He took a step to the right on his own. Bra. Ja, flinket. Ja, flinket. Bra. And I have to make sure that what I'm asking is something he can feel like he can manage, you know? I want him to feel like, yeah, I can do this. This wasn't too bad. This wasn't that hard. She didn't overstep. I didn't have to do something I was super uncomfortable with. I can do this, you know? That's what I need him to feel. Like, yeah, this was okay. This was okay. Yeah. Good. So as you can see, I'm not doing much. Bra. Bra. He's really struggling with this just moving out straight. Bra. Yeah, bra. Really bending. Can you just... No. Here I'm going to see if I can bend him over. Good. Bra. Oh. Straightening him out little by little. But he's already offering up to walk a step to the right a lot more, only in these few days, so I think it's gonna go pretty well. Good, bra. There he did again. No, wait. See now. No. Oh. Now he's getting a little confused. Step to the right. Bra. Oh. So as soon as he steps over, he's really needing to go back to the left. Yeah. Left is your safety side. Yes. Bra. New blink. But now, when I'm stopping or straightening him out, he's still able to stay relaxed. He's not tensing up. So that's a huge difference. Bra. Bra. And this is what I'm looking for, you know, him offering up to go to the right. Good. Bra. Perfect. That is his block. For sure. I'm really sure it's his block. Once this is okay, he's gonna be okay. That's my theory of, at least. But that's how I feel with him. It's what's kind of blocking him from being okay. Can you step to the right? Bra, flinket. Ja, bra. Ja, flinket. Bra jobba. Veldig bra. Du er flink. Bra. Nu är du flink. Bra. Can you do it again? Look, bra. Flinket. Bra. Yes. You're gonna love to go to the right soon. It's gonna be your favorite side. Yes. And if he needs to go back to turn to the left, I'm gonna let him because it's his comfort place, you know? Bra. Can you step to the right? Bra. Good. So I'm not gonna kind of not allow him to turn to his comfort place. But hopefully once he practices a little bit more, both sides are gonna feel okay. But for now, when I ask him to move, if he needs to go to kind of, like here, he needs to turn to the left again. And I can ask him here a little bit more. Bra. Nee, nee. And here he's really turning to the left. Bra, flinket. Nee. He needs a little stop. I'm gonna ask him to go to the right. Bra, flinket. Really good. He's doing really amazingly today. Oh. So I'm gonna ask him to step to the right. Oh. Oh, bra. No, 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 no. To the right. Get his face first. Aye. Not backwards. Aye. Bra. Okay, I'm just gonna first. But it's getting empty. Yeah, I wanna finish it with him stepping to the right. Whoa. Bra. Face to the right. Nee, 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 nee. Hoi. Bra. Oh. Nee. I don't want to go into the wall. Can you look to the right, please? Oh. Bra. Oh. Bra. Daar, ja, bra. There you go. Good boy. So when I now get off him, it's gonna be after he stepped over to the right. Good boy. Ja, så bra. Ja, så bra. But today I felt a lot more, I felt really comfortable up at him, riding him. Like I didn't have to be that careful. So I felt really big difference today. I felt he was more relaxed, he felt more confident. I was able to move him over to the right a lot more without him tensioning up. He actually also offered to go to the right on his own, which is good. No dogs. No. No. No, no, no. Yeah, and he has not done that before, you know? He's never offered on his own to go to the right. So that's really good. And it also gives me like a reassurance that it's what he needs to get all the treats on the right. And build up confidence. And that is working because he's actually starting to offer it up on his own. And it's been really blocked. So that's really good. So all in all, he's doing really well. I feel it's going really good with him. So yeah, that's it for today.